very slow. Welcome to the show. It is Monday night, Radio Dead Air, taking your requests. Something you'd like to hear, send it to requests@radiodeadair.com. We will endeavor to get that on the air for you. What do we got tonight? Live, What the Fuck is Wrong with You? Coming up around 11:30 p.m. Eastern, as usual. Got the Invisibles on the way. What else? We've got some producer spotlight, and we got some stuff from the vault, and we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of geeky shit, and and next week, I'm really excited for next week's show because we're doing a Star Wars special. Ladies and gentlemen, next week for Radio Dead Air, we're going to have a whole bunch of Star Wars-y stuff, and it's going to be great. Next week's going to be Star Wars night, and I'm going to fucking love it because we have, let's see, what is it? 11 days and Star Wars! Yes! I'm so happy for that. This is shit to be 20 years waiting movie to not suck. That made sense, right? I think. Somehow. Anyway. All that's coming up. But tonight, welcome to, okay, let me preface this by saying, if you're watching Radio Dead Air for the first time ever, I'm sorry. You picked a bad night. You made a poor decision. You do not have good decision-making skills. I apologize. See how I apologize with blaming you at the same time? We call that politics. So, I'm going to do the short version first. And then I'm going to do the full explanation. All right. Here's the short part. Radio Dead Air costs money to license all the music I play. It's not free. Each year, we have to do an annual fund drive to pay for our music license to keep doing copyrighted music on this stream. I hate this. I fucking hate this. I hate this part with just the every fiber of my being. I hate this part. We have a goal of $2,500. That's going to pay our licensing fee for the entire next year. One and done. We're all set. And I'm going to post the link in the channel. And if we use the PayPal link for this, you can just go to radiodeadair.com. Look on the right-hand side of the page. It's under where I tweet and stuff. There's a PayPal donate link. That's what we use. Here's the long explanation. Okay. Obviously, I can't just put copyrighted shit in its entirety online, stream it for absolute free. Well, technically I can, but that's not legal. And as much as I decry copyright, as much as I don't like how the current system works, I do try to play by the rules. Mainly because I like doing this show and I don't want to get sued into oblivion. I have to go through an organization that I loathe. They're called Sound Exchange. They suck. A lot. Sound Exchange is an organization that keeps track of everything that gets streamed, And you pay in your royalties, and from that pool that gets paid in, from the licensing fee that you're going to pay me, the artists that get played on Radio Dead Air get a percentage of das monies. What's going on here? The link didn't work. Oh dear. It's on the Radio Dead Air page. It should... fuck, I don't know how PayPal does this shit. It's on the Radio Dead Air page. Do you know how to Radio Dead Air page? Someone get that link. Is that working? Yes. It's on the right-hand side of the page. Donate PayPal button. Okay. That one doesn't work. What do you mean it doesn't work? Oh, for fuck's sake. Great! Technical problems. The button worked. Okay, just go. Stop that. It's working there? Fuck me. Go to radiodeadair.com. There's a PayPal button. Click on that PayPal button. It's a donate button. See it? The button works. Okay. Yellow donate button. Fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to show this on the screen. People, really? Okay. Is right here. It's right on the page right there. See? Scroll down the page. That's it. It's right there. See it? See it? Okay. Let me get back to the spiel here. I hate technical. Live, everybody. All right. So, Sound Exchange. They are bastards. Ugh. I pay money to Sound Exchange, and allegedly, that money gets to people who create music if I play their stuff on the air. This is not done automatically. I have to keep track each week of every song played, who it's by, approximately when I played it, and I have to keep a log of all this shit. And each month, I have to send this log to Sound Exchange. And that is how they figure out who gets money from what. There's no standardized format for this, understand. There's not like a web form I fill out that auto-generates this. There's not, you know, a little shit like that. It just, I don't know. I don't imagine there is a room at Sound Exchange where hundreds of thousands of people are poring over these logs that get sent in from people like me who stream online. So how does this money get to the artists? That's a very good question. I wish I had a good answer for you. So Nash, why do you pay them if you don't trust them? Because I don't have a choice. See, a while back, the Library of Congress set, or tried to set, some standardized rates for streaming for people who do this kind of stuff. And it did not exactly work fantastically. No one was happy with it. No one still is happy with it. But that's how it went. Now, if I don't do this, I could get sued and can't take off the air. Here's the fun catch. If I do this, I can get sued and taken off the air. What? See, paying my Sound Exchange license is no guarantee against a lawsuit or getting taken offline. It's no guarantee whatsoever. Try and wrap your head around that. Playing by the rules is no guarantee you won't still get sued. I just have a piece of paper that says I attempted to play by the rules, which is my only defense. Does that make any goddamn sense? No! America! But wait, no, I say I have a piece of paper. Let's talk about how I get the money to Sound Exchange, because this is another mind-blowing fucking thing. Sound Exchange is for digital, online, streaming radio, and stuff like this. Digital, online. And the only way you can pay them, the only way you can actually get the money to them, is via money order or wire transfer that is sent by mail, physical mail. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. I'm not lying. I do not lie. If you don't believe me, go to soundexchange.com and all of this shit is right up there, black and white. It's all on all the forums, all the stuff. I'm not making any of this up. I have to fill out these forms. I have to send it all off to them. And then do you know what I get back in the mail? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! I have to keep my own records. I have to keep a copy of the money order. I have to keep a copy of the payments I fill out and all the forms and shit. And I have to file that away. And the only way I even know, the only fucking way I even know they've received the money is I have to attach a return receipt at my own expense. I have to attach a return receipt card to the envelope that says, yes, we've gotten your payment. I'm not lying. Again, go to the website. This is all listed and filled out. It's all there. People are going, how can this be legal? Copyright. Do you wonder why I am just so... This is the system I have to work with. It's terrible, but I have no choice. I've been having to do this for, what, about 5 years now? It sucks. I hate this. This is the only... All right, we're up to $400 now. Yay. So, what does the money allow me to do? It allows me to play any copyrighted songs, more or less. It's complicated, but I can play copyrighted music on RDA. And that covers us for a year. Now, what is the $2,500 number based on? It's kind of a guesstimate on my part, but it's based on, I have to keep track. This is another thing I have to keep track of. I have to keep track of approximately how many people are watching at a given time. Watching, listening. How many? It's paid out by, and try and wrap your head around this, streaming hours, which translates to how many, let's see, if I have one person watching for an hour, that's one streaming hour. If I have two people watching for 1 hour, same hour, that's 2 streaming hours. And 3 and 4 and 5 and so on. And this does vary and fluctuate, and it's a little hard to keep track of, but... And I'm charged per listener per hour. So the more people who watch my show, that's the more people, that's the more money I have to pay in licensing fees. It used to be, this was I think it was around 600 when I started, but as RDA got bigger and more popular, it's gotten more expensive. And we're at 2,500 sort of doing this. Now you'll notice one of my Patreon goals at the $2,000 level is I won't have to do this anymore. And when I get my Patreon to that point, thankfully, I'll be able to squirrel away enough in addition to, you know, paying rent and bills and whatnot between Patreon and YouTube that I won't have to worry about this anymore, ever. And I'm going to stress this because I really can't stress this enough. Even if we don't hit our goal, RDA is not going away. This doesn't stop. This isn't going to be, you know, I will make up the difference. I always do. I will always find a way. I love doing this. But it helps a lot to not have to worry about an additional $2,500 on top of everything up. On top of everything up? What is that? What did I even just say? We're at 500 now. Okay. We're a fifth of the way there. Thank you, everybody, by the way, who is helping out with this. But and our deadline for doing this is January 21st, I believe. That's when the money's got to be in. January 21st. Um, that'll cover us for a year. We won't have to worry about this again. I hate this. I already suck at self-promotion as it is. I hate it. It always feels a little icky, you know? But you guys allow me to keep doing this every year without, being illegal. It's frustrating for me. I know it's frustrating for you. I hate doing this, and I'm not NPR. I don't even have fucking tote bags. I don't even have tote bags. We're at 565 right now, so. Um. So. Can we make our own tote bags? You're more than welcome to make your own tote bag. But I love doing this. I love playing these songs. I love that you guys, what this allows us to do is you can request something. Something popular, something forgotten, something nobody else has ever heard, you don't think, in like forever. And I can play it. And that's it. We don't have to deal with legal bullshit. We don't have to deal with DMCAs. Well, okay, technically we do, but we have protection against it. We have a condom. This is RDA's condom. Probably going to regret ever saying that. I know someone's getting fucked. That's what it comes down to. I hate the RIAA. I hate Sound Exchange. I hate the system they set up. But on the other hand, this does allow you guys to request the music that you want to hear, and the people who create the music ostensibly get paid for it. So it is good thing. And I like doing that. I like making sure the people who make this music that we all love get a chance to get paid for it. And that's good. I like that. It's a condom. Welcome to Radio Dead Air. It's a condom. Okay, let's see where we're at right now. 820! We're 2/3 of the way there. 2/3 of the way there. Yes! Fucking yes. Keep on keeping on, you guys. And if you do have requests, if there is something you want to hear, send it to requests@radiodeadair.com. We will endeavor to get it on the air for you tonight. We're going to keep this rolling. We're going to keep this going. Let's see. Right now, once again, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. We're going to keep this right on rolling. It is time for the Invisibles, part of the whole music bit on Radio Dead Air. What is the Invisibles? Well, Radio Dead Air, as you might not know, if it's your first time here, used to be audio only, made the jump to video, but there's a lot of really good songs that don't have videos. I like to play a little of those for you guys. And I'm going through, since we're doing kind of an example of the stuff we play here and the stuff you might not hear elsewhere. I'm doing some of our, I guess you might call them greatest hits of the year from the Invisibles. Some stuff that stuck with me that I thought was good and you thought was good. Or maybe you didn't, in which case, I don't give a shit. We're starting with... I'm an asshole. We're starting with Heather Maloney. I love this sweet little tune. This is just a darling little song. And it got stuck in my head, and now it's getting stuck in your head, too. Hooray! This is Heather Maloney. It's called Linger Longer, Radio Dead Air. Heather Maloney, Linger Longer, Radio Dead Air. We're doing the Invisibles tonight. Where are we at? Where are we at? Let's see how we're doing. 877.80. Third of the way there. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. Keep it up! Ooh. Let's see, what else are we going to do tonight? This was another little earworm I found. Just one of those random ones that just pops up out of nowhere. And I think I actually heard this on Harmontown. Dan Harmon's podcast, which you should check out. It's demented. Not for everyone, but very demented. This is Lee Broderick. Shut up, stomach. Don't talk to me about food now. We're busy. Let's see. This is Lee Broderick. And I don't know what it is about this song, but it was just... It seemed like a throwback to an earlier era of music, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. If you guys want to help with our donation drive, go to radiodeadair.com. Scroll down the page. There's a yellow donate button on radiodeadair.com. Do you see it? Yellow donate button. Click that button. Click it. Click it. Click. Help us. Our annual license drive here on Radio Dead Air. Here we go. This is Lee Broderick. It's called Loveless Street. We're doing the Invisibles on Radio Dead Air. Lee Broderick, Loveless Street. We're doing the Invisibles and our annual fund drive. Where are we right now? Where are we? Where are we? 9:01:47. We're getting there. Getting there because of you. This is your fault. Our annual fund drive to pay our license fees here on Radio Dead Air. I hate this so fucking much. Self-promotion, not my thing. But we have to do this in order to keep playing licensed, copyrighted music on Radio Dead Air. In order to keep playing these kind of songs, these songs that... This is part of what I do. I get to be able to show you these songs from all over the place and add them and stuff you might not hear anywhere else. Which is a big motivation for me to do Radio Dead Air. To get these songs out there that I think need to get out there. And speaking of this is an oldie but a goodie, I'd say. I know this one from ages past. This is from one of my favorite bands. It's called the Lemonheads. And this is a quiet little neat song I adore. It's called The Outdoor Type. And we're doing the Invisibles on Radio Dead Air. That's the Lemonheads. The Outdoor Type. Radio Dead Air. The Invisibles tonight. We are about a third, a little over a third. I don't know math. We're at $900. We need to be at $2,500 for the RDA fund drive. Go to radiodeadair.com. The donate link, it's on the page. I swear, people. Yellow PayPal donate, click. Click on that. Donate. We'll get there. Let's see, one more tonight for the Invisibles. This is an artist I discovered this year, debut album, and I love it. I love her work. It feels a little like Kate Bush, which I dig because Kate Bush is awesome. And it's it's a nice alternative to a lot of the bigger, flashier, poppier stars, because I like music that has a heart to it, that has a genuine kind of undertone, a feeling of authenticity. And I dig this one. This is Meg Myers. And the album is... What is the album? What is album? What is album? I have so many windows open right now. You don't even know. The album is Sorry. This is from that album. This is called A Bolt from the Blue, Radio Dead Air. Meg Myers, Bolt from the Blue. It's from her album Sorry. Before that, we had the Lemonheads, The Outdoor Type, Lee Broderick, Loveless Street, and Heather Maloney, Linger Longer, start us off in the Invisibles tonight. Radio Dead Air! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are doing our annual license drive here on Radio Dead Air so that we can play legally the copyrighted music on this stream. Fucking Sound Exchange, fucking RIAA, fucking fuck. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate every little bit you help contribute that keeps RDA. Get off the screen. If you would like to help us with our license drive, we're at 930. We're getting there. Go to radiodeadair.com. There's a donate button on the page. Scroll down. It's there, I promise. Click on that donate button. Whatever you can chip in helps. Every little bit helps. Thank you, all of you so far who have donated. And what this will do is we won't have to worry about this for another fucking year. Thanks God. Jesus, I hate this. I hate this. Balls. But you are a wonderful audience, you folks who show up every week for our nonsense. We have more to come. We have live What the Fuck Is Wrong With You on its way later on tonight. And your requests. Oh yes, if you would like to hear something, if you would like us to play that sweet, sweet copyrighted music that we are licensing, fucking Sound Exchange, send your requests to requests@radiodeadair.com. I will endeavor to get those on the air for you tonight. Oh. Fuckity fuck penis. Quality broadcasting here on Radio Dead Air. Quality stuff. Lots more to come tonight. Let's bring up some Here There Be Dragons. For ya. Do that. This is Dust. Never Ending Story. Here we go. Radio Dead Air. Stop. Stop. You can stop now. Thank you, everybody. We did it. RDA funded for another year. Oh, we have the funding is complete. Licensed music for another year. Yes. Thank you. Stop donating. Stop. Don't give me any more money. Stop it. Stop. 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 Thank you. Stop. Stop. Well, it first got big, and I watched Scott teeter back and forth through his career, and it was really unfortunate to see. And he was getting better, and it's just we lost a great musician, and I'm sorry to see him go. Before that, Hard Place, Krampus Christmas. You can thank Jenny Breeden for that one. Jenny Breeden, who is the artist behind The Devil's Panties. Check out her website, devilspanties.com. Very good comic. She put that on her Twitter, and she did that to me, so I'm doing it to you because I shouldn't have to suffer alone. And you're sitting there thinking, well, I'm glad that's over. But it's not, okay? Because you're going to be in, like, it's going to be Thursday, and you're going to be at work, and you're going to be doing whatever you do at your job, and you'll be sitting around, and you're going to be going, here comes Krampus, here comes. And you're going to realize it's in your soul. It's in your, I put it in your soul. And you can't get that shit out. Maybe with nail polish remover, I don't know. But it's in your soul now. Ellie King, X's and O's, Lucero covering Modern Love by David Bowie. Started with Here There Be Dragons, Never Ending Story. Folks, oh God. RDA Fund Drive, Licensing Fund Drive, it's covered for another year. We hit our $2,500 goal. Thank you, guys. Honestly, I could not do this show without you. You have all you guys are the best. I have the best audience. That is not exaggeration. That is not hyperbole. I have the absolute best audience on the internet. And you guys, it sucks that we have to do it, but you guys made it done, and now we can send that horrible money off to Sound Exchange and pray to God we don't get sued. I fucking hate our copyright system. This is such bullshit, but it's what we have to do. If you want to make your head hurt later on tonight, go to soundexchange.com and just look up all the shit I have to do in order to play copyrighted music. Just look it up. Look up the loops and the hoops and the hoopity joobity boobily boobily boobily. It's bullshit. It's all there on the webpage. All the shit I have to do, shit I have to print out, things I have to mail. Never get no damn receipt. Oh, but this will piss you off because it pisses me off. They won't send me a piece of paper saying I've paid my royalty fees for each year. No. But you know what they do send me? A piece of paper saying my fees are going up and reminding me I better pay. I'm not fucking kidding. I got a letter from Sound Exchange, and it's like, oh wow, did they actually send me proof of payment? No. It was, hey, give us your fucking money, you bastard. You could send me that, but you could not send me proof of payment. You couldn't send me just, you could have sent it in the same envelope. Just a record. Just, it would have, one page. on a fucking laser printer. That's all they fucking need. No. Better fucking pay us, you son of a bitch. How dare you like music? And you're like, oh, well, do they hide this fact? Is this? No, all of these details are on their website. They flat up say, we're not responsible for sending you receipt of payment, proof, or any of that shit. We're not responsible for that. You're responsible for that. You just give us the fucking money. It's frustrating as shit. But thanks to you guys, it's a little bit less of a concern. So we're covered. We've got another year of RDA. We can keep playing our copyrighted music and they can go eat every kind of dick. Leave us the fuck alone. Some bitches. Bit grumpy on the matter. Don't know if you could tell or not. If you would like to hear some of that copyrighted music right here on Radio Dead Air, send it to requests@radiodeadair.com. I will endeavor to get some of that stuff on the air for you, and then you can be blamed when the horrible shit gets played. Won't be my fault. It's all on you. It's all your fault. Not my problem. Lots more to come tonight. We have live What the Fuck is Wrong with You coming up in about 40 minutes. Gonna start getting ready for that soon. We have this week. No, I'm not going to talk about it yet. I'm going to wait for the actual bit because this week was definitely one of those wow kind of weeks. I am going to talk a little bit about Konami and the Video Game Awards. I'm sure you've heard of this already, but if by some chance you have a life, here's what happened. Creator of Metal Gear Solid has been getting shafted. I think, is that too light a way of saying it? Maybe getting his colon pounded by a barbed wire wrapped baseball bat. That's a better way of putting it. Hideo Kojima is the mind behind Metal Gear Solid, not to mention a bunch of other really well-known and historic games. And this year, Metal Gear Solid 5 won an award at the Video Game Awards. But Hideo Kojima was not there. Why? Because Konami threatened to sue him if he showed up to accept his award. And this isn't rumor, because in an amazing twist, the host, Jeff Keighley of, I believe that's his name, of the Video Game Awards, actually told everybody live on the air that Kojima could not show up or else he would be sued. Jeff Knightley, thank you. And this is important. This is important because it's Keighley? Okay, yeah, it's Keighley. Okay. Thought it was Keighley, yeah. This is important because it signifies status in the industry. When random people on the internet challenge a company, the company doesn't have to give a shit. They don't care. Rarely, if ever. When a lot of people challenge them on the internet, they do some sort of token behavior thing to make the people shut up and go away and stop bothering them. But this, live on the air, rarely, if ever, in an industry, especially an industry like video games, do you have one part of the industry openly airing the dirty laundry of another part. They normally don't do this. Why? In the video game industry, it's very tightly controlled. Messaging and PR are very, very, very big deals. And as Kotaku talked about not too long ago, there are blacklists in the industry. If you piss off a games publisher, they'll cut off your access. You'll get no early news. You'll get no exclusive access. You'll get no review copies. You'll be out. To have someone at a video game award live on the air call out a game company, it's significant. Not because, it's like, oh, he's a badass. That was daring of him. No. What it tells you is Konami's position in the industry. For Keighley to do what he did tells us he has no reason to fear any repercussion from Konami. He has no reason to be scared of them. That means Konami, as a publisher, as a force in the industry in video games, is effectively a non-entity. No one is scared of them anymore, if they ever were. There is no repercussions to anyone else from calling them out the way that Jeff Keighley did. If you wanted any other sign that Konami was done with video games, that they were finished in the video game industry, that's it. Right there. That was your signifier that Konami is over. They're out. When no one is scared of of any sort of way you can retaliate against them, when that specter of playing nice disappears, that's how you know someone is history. Here's a great example. Double Fine. Lots of people, lots of individual consumers, lots of people online will call out Double Fine for a lot of bullshit. Psychonauts Kickstarter. No. I paid money for space-based DF9. What did I get? Incomplete game. None of the promised features. Bullshit. I'm not spending another dime on a Double Fine product that's not a finished, released game. But that's me. I'm not in the video games industry. Marginally, maybe. I talk about gaming stuff on my show, but I'm not in there. Well, not my wheelhouse, really. They have nothing to fear from me. They have nothing to worry about from me. So I'm nobody. No one else in the industry is going to call out bad behavior like that. Because Double Fine has some cred. They're worried about offending or pissing off that company. But Konami, no one's scared of that anymore, which tells me Metal Gear Solid 5 is probably the last video game Konami's ever going to put out. Just saying. Just saying. That's what I saw. It's funny that the little intricacies that if you pay attention to how people interact, you can understand what's really going on. And while, yeah, it was great to see Konami get their shit called out, there was that layer of subtext going on there that was even more significant. So, just saying. All right, lots more to come tonight. We have live, like I said, live What the Fuck is Wrong with You is coming up in about, 30-ish minutes. Right now, we're going to throw on some more requests. Again, thank you, everybody. Oh, yeah, and before we get back to the request, if you got here late and you're saying to yourself, but I wanted to help contribute the fund drive, Nash, I wanted to donate the show. No. I don't ever ask for more than I need. And I don't ever want to go beyond that. I never want to abuse what you guys do to keep this show going. I never want to abuse that. That's important to me, that we keep that trust between us. But you still want to do something good and you still want to donate and help out? Go to the ASPCA website. I love those guys. Help some aminals. Do that. You can do that. If you had money you wanted to donate to RDA, send it there. And that'd be good. I would like that. Yes, please. Yeah, I don't ever like to push for, So. All right, let's do some Streetlight Manifesto. This is me typing on my keyboard. No. This is Would You Be Impressed by request. Radio Dead Air. Song. Love you. Ben Folds. Good deal, but why Tim and Eric? Why would you? Why? Ben? Was that a cry for help? Fits in the Tantrum, Fool's Gold. We had some gamer poop in there. That shit just keeps getting weirder. Musicless music videos. I'm starting to like that concept. They are kind of interesting. It was Prodigy Firestarter. Diablo Swing Orchestra, Voodoo Mon Amour, Streetlight Manifesto, Would You Be Impressed? Start us off, Radio Dead Air, KRDA. It's almost that time again. I don't know why I'm so happy about it, because it's awful. But first, before we do, I want to talk about our Patreon shout-out sponsors. These are folks at the $30, $50 level of our Patreon. Wonderful folks who help keep the show going month to month. I love you all. Wonderful folks. And normally we do one for Raucow, but Raucow's sponsor decided he wanted to cede the time this week to someone else. This is for the Eric L. Jones Show. It's a little show about the smaller side of New York, about local businesses and people and performances going on around there. Interesting stuff. You could find out more about it. Go to Vimeo.com, Eric Jones Show. Give it a watch. What else are you doing with your time? Oh, you're watching me. Zenith Review, Media Meltdown, retrospectives, reviews, interviews, all sorts of really cool shit. Check his stuff out. Zenith will review. Good people. Magic Steve, magic and reviews and comedy, and he is good, folks. You can find him on YouTube, Magic Steve 83. Go have a look. GeekVision.tv, a website with comedy and blogs and vlogs and videos and reviews with a ton of very talented people. Lots of them I happen to know personally. Good folks. Check their stuff out. GeekVision.tv. He played, she played, husband and wife, Let's Players. Arkham's Asylum. No, Nash, no, you're doing it wrong. Sorry. He's going through Assassin's Creed. She's going through Last of Us. You can check out their videos. He played, she played. Mark Grondin, the host of Spectrum Pulse, which is a music review show. His first novel is out. It's To Kill a Dragon from Morning Rain Publishing. You can find that at morningrainpublishing.com. Give it a look. Sword and Sorcery. It's good shit. Good shit! Finally, Paradise and Fairies. It's anime, video games, and a three-legged dog. Reviews and such. And, oh, they've got an Undertale run on there. Oh, I can't wait to see the comments on that. Because there's nothing more wholesome and upstanding on the internet than comments on any video having to do with Undertale. Thank you to all of the folks who contribute to Radio Dead Air, whether you help with the fund drive, whether you're one of our Patreons, whether you just watch the show, you spread the links, or you just check us out on YouTube. Thank you! You keep us going and doing things. And I've got shit on my sweater. Yeah, I call it a sweater. That wasn't me fucking up. Shut up. Your mom. I don't know. Because. Stop it. That's my purse. I don't know you. What is wrong with me? Many things, Nash. Many things. Anything. Oh, no, we're not set up. Oh, God. I was so busy with other shit that this shit isn't set up. We're not ready to go yet. I did my spiel. That time I actually said it, spiel. That's how you're supposed to say that. It's not spiel. It's spiel. Did my spiel, and we had all this stuff ready, and I didn't have this ready because I am a horrible loser. I did bad. So professional here at Radio Dead Air. We are the most professional of all the professionals. There are none more professional than us. God damn it. God damn it. It was just, all I had to do was one thing. One fucking thing. Could you do it? No. All right, now we're ready to go. You had one fucking job, Nash. One holy free-holiest job. Holy free, holy holies. Oh, and I want to thank everybody who retweeted earlier and who helped out, like Smarty and Roses and all. I have good friends. I have good friends, and Steve and but a bunch of people. Just I love you. Not in a sticky way, but I do love you. In so much as a long-haired gorilla such as I can. Anyway. Now we're done with all of that. It's time for this. Now for something completely different. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Tara!
Oh.
How are you doing today?
How are you?
I ask you first!
I'm good. Oh, yes, my lovely assistant. We've got festiveness.
Oh yes, it's the most wonderful time of year. It's time for the best part of this entire year. Star Wars.
Sure.
I'm not saying that I'm great at my job, but I'm definitely better than what the fuck I saw on fucking CNN. That is sad. It is sad when you see the high moral ground to a show with people who put stuff up their butts. That is sad. What have you done? What have you done? All right. Lots more to come tonight. More requests, more of all sorts of nonsense and shit. But right now, it's time for our producer spotlight. We're going to do some pushing up roses because she's awesome, because we love her. Let's do that. Can we do that? All right, you have to wait a second because I fucked up. I fucked up! Yay! I fucked up! Yay! See, and this still more professional journalistic outlet. Journalism. Even with this shit, we're still more professional. How is that possible? How is that fucking possible? All right. Roses, because we love her, because she's awesome. Here we go. Some Undertale. Radio Dead Air. Phone. Undertale review from Pushing Up Roses. That wasn't in purpose. That was just, I'm a phlegmy man. I'm a man of much phlegm. Radio Dead Air. We're having a good night. Are you having a good night? I'm having a good night. I wasn't having a good night on Saturday. So, Doctor Who. New episode was this last Saturday. And, you know, if you haven't seen it yet, this might be a little minor spoilery, but I can't talk about this episode without talking about how fuck. I'm an eloquent bastard, aren't I? So this year, been very back and forth. There have been some okay ones. There have been some really good ones. There have been some spectacular ones, especially Heaven Sent. Honestly, that's still a spectacular episode. But it all was pinned around this finale. Hellbent. And I will say, Hellbent looked beautiful. Shot composition, direction, even stuff like the color correction was beautiful. Gorgeous, stunning. To look at this episode, it was fantastically done. Beautiful. However, fuck. Botched it on the 2-yard line. Almost to the end zone. Almost about to do that stupid little dance and spike the ball, and you shit yourself. I'm going to start with my biggest problem. And we may be getting a little spoilery here, but at this point... Okay, so 2 weeks ago, Clara, the Doctor's longtime companion, died. Because she'd been starting to get kind of reckless and kind of taking the experience with the Doctor as, you know, it's all fun. There are no consequences, no repercussions. Everything's great. And then she ended up oopsing herself to death. And it was really good. It was really good, too, because at that point, none of us knew that was coming. None of us knew. We knew that the actress playing Clara was leaving at the end of the season, but none of us knew that was coming. It was just like, boom, holy shit, she's dead? And the doctor's fucking pissed. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Fast forward to the end of this week. And the consequence of having a character die on this show. I've got to honestly say it's never been handled well. Long, long ago, a companion died. The early classic series. And the doctor was just like, oh, that's sad. Well, fuck it, and moved right along. In the 80s, Adric died. And then the doctor wanted to take everybody to an amusement park. And they promptly forgot about that shit. Really quick. But here was an opportunity that I really hoped Moffat would take advantage of. And that was for consequences. No get out of jail free card. No, everything's going to be fine. The doctor was reckless. He instilled recklessness in someone close to him, and it cost him. Consequences are important to characters. Look at every really great story. You don't make a character without consequences. And yeah, we talk all the time about all this. The doctor's seen this, the doctor's seen that, the doctor. But have we, the audience, ever been on that ride with the doctor through that? Have we ever been there? Even the Gallifrey thing. And I gave it to him because, okay. Even the Gallifrey, the big consequence the doctor had to suffer through was undone. And I let it ride because, okay, I let that one ride because of the context of what was going on and whatnot. But this was much smaller, much more personal, much more intimate. Nope. Nope. The doctor paid no price. Literally no price. Oh, they're separated now. But she's still alive. And going to be for a while to come. It undermined everything that Heaven Sent tried to do. And it even undermined itself. It undermined what Hellbent was doing, because the Doctor was putting reality at risk to save his friend, instead of just accepting sometimes shit goes wrong and you gotta live with it. But instead of those consequences, instead of that stuff, that the things that build a character and make stories great, they couldn't let it couldn't be done. I mean, if you watch Hellbent, the Doctor is very driven, and Capaldi fucking nails it the whole way through. I have no qualms with anyone who acted in this thing, directed it, wrote it. Well, wrote, I have big qualms with. But every other aspect of it, except maybe sound design, because there were some points in there where the music was way too fucking loud and you couldn't hear what anyone was saying. But the whole point of the episode was the links, the crazy, dangerous links the Doctor was going to bring Clara back. And then to, at the end, nullify that by saying, hey, you get it. There you go. You did all these horrible, dangerous things and you're rewarded for it. Good job. Happy ending. You can't invoke the specter of consequence and dangerous, reckless behavior, and the payoff is you win. That's thematically, in terms of the story, that's just badly done. Not to mention, there are, and this has been a long problem with Moffat. Moffat engages in what I like to call IKEA storytelling. You ever buy furniture from IKEA or any of those? They call them flat pack. It's when you get furniture that's in one of those flat cardboard boxes, you have to put it together yourself, and you're all done with it. You've put it together, and there's like some bits and bobs and things left over after you're done. And someone's like, what about those bits? Sure, they weren't important. Just don't put any weight on it. That's been a lot of it, because there were a lot of things that Moffat, through his arc style storytelling, had established that when the story, when he wants to do something different, he conveniently forgets. Because that's not important right now. I'm building this. I'm leaving those parts out, and if this whole thing falls the fuck over, I'll be over there trying to do something else. And speaking of arcs, I think that's the biggest problem here. Moffat doesn't know how to do them. At all. He builds and 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 shits himself at the very end. Every fucking time. At the very end. I know he's not going anywhere. Maybe next season, don't do a season-long arc. Just shake it up just a little bit. Maybe next season, stop doing what you're not good at. Maybe. Just maybe. Stop that. Because this had so much potential right up to that very end point. And I was hoping they were going to do something meaningful. Nope. Which doesn't change the fact that it was well done. And I give every credit to everyone who worked on this because they gave it their all. Well acted, well directed, well designed. Shitty writing. I was more concerned about the witty one-liners than the story it was telling. There are some good lines in the episode, but that's all they are. They're very good standalone lines. Absent of context, they don't work. It doesn't fucking matter. You can be witty as you want, but if you're not really saying anything, what's the point? All right, now for something completely different. Turn it over to Little Curry Bow. Let's do that. Radio Dead Air. Pilots, Big Bang Baby. Still thinking of Scott Weiland there. Revolver Head Spinner started with Mark Remark. Check out Little Curry Bow on the YouTubes. Go like, click, subscribe. Do all those things. He's good people. Check him out. Good stuff. So, if you use the Twitters for your tweetings, where you tweet the tweeters, twat. If you use Twitter, you might have noticed, if and only if you're in the US, you might have noticed something changed a bit this week. I'll see if I can show you here. Now, normally, Twitter looks like this. See, you have your home tab, notifications tab, and your messages over there. This home tab's there, notifications right next to it. Click, click, okay? But something weird happened. If you were in America this last week on Twitter. And it was this. See, you have your home tab. Then there's this other tab called Moments. And then Notifications. What is Moments? It's a bunch of trending stuff, kind of. They look like articles, but you click on them and they're not really articles and they're not really useful, but, you know, there's ads on it, so there's that. What happened was, use Twitter, instead of clicking on the notifications tab like you were used to, all fucking week, you were clicking on the Moments tab. First, this was very fucking annoying for everyone who used Twitter because no one wanted the fucking moment shit. They wanted their notifications. You put it where the notifications was. Second, there's a reason Twitter did this, and it's an underhanded reason. And it's kind of indicative that Twitter's in trouble. See, every time somebody clicked on Moments when they meant to click on notifications, Twitter registered that as traffic. Looked like more and more people were clicking, more and more people were going to this page. It looked it could be presented to, say, shareholders that the Moments tab, which features advertisements, is very popular and frequently used by Twitter people. This is kind of the same tactics that really bad internet marketing uses. It's not indicative of real behavior. It's tricking people into clicking on a thing. Like spam or very bad ads. And a company only ever kind of does that if they're in trouble. I also noticed they only do it in America. How did I find this out? I use a VPN regularly. I anonymize my internet traffic because fuck you. You don't need to see what I'm fucking doing online. Go fuck yourself. And I noticed when I connected to a different country with my VPN, and the VPN was telling the internet that I was in another country that was not the US, suddenly the Moments tab disappeared. Like it was never there. So this is, for one thing, it's aimed only at American people who are using Twitter. And secondly, it's a desperation play. And it is just weird as shit to see a company as big as Twitter doing something like this. Because, well, let me put it this way. If you were thinking of investing in Twitter, don't. And it's kind of making me sad because if you happen to use Twitter, I don't say like Twitter because not all of us even use Twitter like Twitter, but if you happen to use Twitter quite frequently to communicate with, say, a fan base or your friends, I think now is the time to get ready to acknowledge that Twitter may not be here in a year or two. Maybe it'll belong to somebody else and it'll still look kind of the same and maybe behave kind of the same, but it's also entirely possible there just won't be one. And then everything will be Facebook. Everything. Anyway, a little bit more to go tonight. Let's see what we're going to do on our request list. Okay, yeah, why not? Some Beastie Boys. Here we go. Radio Dead Air. Viking Metal. Why not? Beastie Boys, Sabotage started us off. Radio Dead Air. That's going to about do it. Guys, thank you again. Best audience. I love you folks. You keep me coming back here every week for this nonsense. God knows why, but you do. So, next week, Star Wars. Fucking Star Wars. I've been taking some time to, because I'm a curious kind of creature, and I've been browsing around some spoiler boards for the Star Wars stuff. I found some interesting things. Some of them look to be fairly legit. I don't know how legit, but it looks pretty reputable. And if they're right about some of the stuff they found, I'm not worried about the movies. I'm feeling really good about the movie. I'm feeling much better than I was, because I read it and I'm like, what I've read over, I looked at and I went, that's a fucking Star Wars movie. That is an actual honest to God. That's Star Wars. Yay! So I'm really looking forward to it. We're gonna get, I think, I'm saying this hesitantly, but I think we're gonna get a good movie, guys. I think we're gonna get a good movie. It only took 40 years. Well, only took 35 years. But we're gonna get another good Star Wars movie. Imagine the collective sigh of relief from the fan base. All right. Folks, we'll be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Meanwhile, this is Nash saying, stick a stake in me. I'm done. What are we going out on? Let's go out on the Dolly Rots. This is Get Weird. Folks, be safe, be good, look after one another. I'll see you back here next Monday night. Radio Dead Air.